Hey guys, we are back from Colorado, and today we're going to give you guys the official tour of the Moonshack.
Come on in. Could you see that?
No? Your slipper fall off?
I wore my house shoes. We love our island. My cousin's husband, Caleb Stillings, made this for us, and it's just beautiful. One of my favorite pieces. We've had lots of people love the red refrigerator because it's vintage and cute.
This is called a garland, I think is how you pronounce it. You can get these at Home Depot. They are very inexpensive. I think I paid $500 for this, and this is a 10 cubic foot. I love how it adds the red to the rest of our cabin because we've kind of accented our cabin with some red.
And if you ever stay here, you need to notice right when you walk in this little journal, and you should write in it.
Speaking of staying here, I don't know if we told our YouTubers that it's officially on Airbnb.
Oh yes, it's on Airbnb, and it's just booking up fast. So you gotta, you gotta get moving. And then all of our instructions are up here, just for the future Airbnbers. It's all right there. Everything you need to know. I love my open shelves. They called me one day and said, "Hey, what do you want in the kitchen?" And I said, "I don't know, just want it to be open." And 2 hours later, he just did that. And it's awesome, and I love it. So that's everything that you need right there. I just think it's fun. And then we have shelves down here too of cookware, but I figure when people come, they can put their food and things like that on these open shelves. And I have some buckets they can use to put their food in. Great little bar stools right here that I love.
So on this table, he put a epoxy on that, so it's a smooth top that you can, eat off of very easily. I do want to have this same thing here done on this, just so we have a smooth top, because anytime this gets wet, it takes a little bit for it to dry, and I think it would just look prettier to just have it and to be able to wipe things down a little nicer.
I think the kitchen window view is like one of my favorite things ever. Isn't that beautiful? And so if the kids are out there or whatever, you just look out that window and cry because it's just a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful life here. So let's talk about the stove. We love the stove. We drove to Illinois to get the stove right in the middle of quarantine. But it's so awesome. I've cooked on it. I think a lot of our guests have cooked on it. Takes some getting used to, but it's fully working, and I love it. I love to think of like the woman who bought this brand new 100 years ago and what her story was. She was just giddy when she got it. I just think that's fun.
And so the brand is a Garland stove, the world's best, as it says.
Oh.
We do not have a specific date, but I would say this stove was made between the 1920s and 1930s. We bought it from a guy who had restored it for his own use, but then decided to sell it. But all the colors are really, really sharp. Looks good. The burners take a little bit of adjusting. The trick is just to get a blue flame. It works beautifully. The stove works too.
And we do all cast iron. So in my life, I do all cast iron. So people probably are learning their best how to use cast iron skillets, but they're going to fall in love because they're the best.
We love cast iron.
We love it. And this is our hallway. It's so big. I'm just kidding. I'm being funny, but I'm not funny.
You're so funny.
I'm not funny at all. But anyways, it's cute. It's got a cute little lamp. So this is probably my favorite place on the inside of the house because I love baths. So this cabinet, can I tell the story like in 1 second? So this cabinet in November of 2013, Layla was a baby. We went to an antique store because I just had to have this cabinet. I just think it's great. We went in to get it. We came out and our truck had been broken into. My personalized diaper bag of Layla's that had my wallet, driver's license, everything had been broken into right at Thanksgiving. We were so sad. And then Layla pooped out and didn't have diapers because the diapers had been stolen with the bag, and we had to make a diaper out of paper towels and tape from the antique store's bathroom, which we all know those aren't fancy. So I'll just always hold on to this cabinet because it's got a great story. It's nuts. It's nuts. So that's where this came from, an antique store in 2013, and we love it. So that has all of our linens, but this is my favorite part. So sometimes I even have chocolate sitting here. But we always decorate this little board, and we have everything everyone needs, and it's a clawfoot tub, which has always been a dream of mine. And then we also have the shower curtain too. So the people that don't want to bathe and it's too cold to shower outside, because that's where you need to shower when you're here, they can use this if they have to for a shower. But isn't it cute? So the bedroom. It's pretty simple. It's nothing fancy. There's a bed, there's 2 nightstands, and a dresser. At some point, I do want to get a way to hang clothes. But for now, there's plenty enough for people to bring their suitcases, unload them, and stay a while.
It's an old dresser.
Yeah, it's an antique dresser that has been repainted. Not by us.
And it's not super bright in here, but we like the lighting. I think it just makes the room romantic. And of course, you can't beat our ceiling in here. It just looks beautiful with the old barn wood.
So one of our favorite pieces that Michael picked out, antique, really awesome, really heavy duty couch. I think it's just cute. And then this actually came from my home growing up. So this is one of the things that we had kept in storage. It's just precious to me. It's cute with this little rug. So this is Michael's. Oh, I just wish I would have wore real shoes, but I didn't. All my babies, I've rocked all my babies. Their whole babyhood. And Gabriel didn't get that because we lived in a fifth wheel. That was like a hard thing. So every night, he's 2.5, but we rock right here. That's great. This chair came from Nicaragua. Oh, and our record player, we gotta tell about that. I love our record player. That's just fun.
If you watched our build, we really struggled with how to design this area and what to do back there. And so Laine bought a little table, put a record player on it. We have some records down there that people can play and kind of bring back a old school vibe.
Because we hope people don't come and scroll on their phones when they're here. We wanted to turn on the music, look out the window, lay in the hammock, just kind of unplug.
And of course we have a gas fireplace. You guys didn't really see us install this, but this is a gas burning fireplace. It is vented. This is only seasonal. We'll turn it on as it gets colder, but in the summer months we will have that turned off.
This is our upstairs. And how tall am I? 5'5", 5'5.5", 5'6". So that's how tall this is. So men, you're gonna have to duck. But it's so perfect. So we've got 3 twin size beds. So 3 little kiddos. We've got what we call a kid's couch. We didn't know we were buying a kid's couch. But we ended up with the kids' couch. Michael sat on it and looked like Goliath. So instead of returning it, I just made a little kids' sitting area up here, and I just think it's fun.
Because Laine had purchased this for right down there where the yellow couch is at, and then we put it together, and I sit on it, and I was like, I feel like Goliath. It was so
He
tiny.
looked like it. It's a kid's couch. So I think that's perfect. This is a futon we bought secondhand. Got a good little deal on it. It folds into a full size, would you say?
Yeah, probably.
It's bigger than a twin. And then this is just a perfect little sitting area up here. We have just a couple of more pillows and blankets up here so that you can just sit and rock and drink your coffee and open these windows so you can just listen to the water and hang out. And then I got these sitting pads because I also pictured college kids coming, and so I just thought everybody could put a pad down, sit, chill, play board games. There's games and books and pillows and blankets and a hammock swing. I mean, shoot, far shoot. This right here is a good deal, Pickle. And Michael tested it out, so you know, yeah, it's pretty nice. Okay, so I keep saying this, all these things are my favorite, but this really is my favorite. We use this every single night that we're here, just about. And we do s'mores. So anyways, we make s'mores here all the time. Kids love it. We love it. Okay, so this furniture is so comfortable. And at night, like there's openings in the tree where you can see the sky. But you can also hear the spring. It's just awesome. And then we've got the rope light, so at night it's just got a wonderful feel to it. So our shower is Adam and Eve style. We do not have a curtain. But when you're out in the open, you need to be out in the open, you know. We do have some solar lights that sometimes work and sometimes they don't. It
We got a lot of shade here.
It's just a lot of shade, so it just depends on the sun, but this is like awesome. And all of our guests that have come have really enjoyed the outdoor shower. So I just think it's so cute how Jerry did this. All of our, you know, the little water knobs are in there. And then we've already got everything everybody needs out here to just enjoy themselves in outside shower.
Laine did buy a plant.
Well, that's the curtain.
Oh, this is the curtain.
Yeah. Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
This is the curtain.
So in our very first video, as we were clearing this site, I told Laine, perfect spot for a hammock, and we got one. We put it in, we have really enjoyed using that thing. We also bought a hammock swing. It was quite the job getting it up over that tree, sorry for the light, but we've got it up over that limb up there. And this is a great little swing that the kids have really enjoyed because it slopes down the hill, and so when you're swinging over this area, you're about 10 feet off the ground. Laine don't like that part so much, but I think it's cool. Now our spring flows right down through here, and we also built a small little fire pit area. I've got a solo stove there. Solo stoves are great if you've never used one. They are a great outdoor stove. I can't remember which one I have, but it's like the second from the biggest. But we love that little solo stove. It's great for cooking hot dogs, marshmallows, things like that. Okay, so I brought you guys over here to where our dam and water wheel is, and to kind of show you guys some of the finished product, because whenever we left for Colorado, I left everything in charge to Jerry and my dad. I didn't know what they were going to be coming up with, what they were going to be doing, but I told them to finish this, make it look gorgeous for our guests and for us, obviously. And so here's what they've done. So you guys may have remember, right in through here, we had the cement truck. This is where it would back up to, and we would pour the concrete for the dam. But there was just a big mound of dirt right here. And so Jerry removed all that. We also had a leak in here. Jerry had fixed that and then filled it with gravel and put in railroad ties for us to be able to step down and get down here onto just a little flat gravel area where we plan to put some just some tables and chairs where people can come back here and just enjoy sitting next to the water wheel as it's spinning and just listening to it, because to me, I could just sit back here and listen to the thing for hours. I just love hearing it. Also, a big project that my dad had in his head from the very beginning was on the spillover here. My dad always wanted it to flow down into a little pool of water so that you had more of a water sound. And so him and Jerry got some rocks. They just kind of constructed like a little pool. So right now it's not going over because I've got it going over the water wheel. At some point when we get a little bit more rain, and I'll talk about the rain in a future video and our water and how this is all working, when it all comes over, it'll spill over like a little waterfall into this little pool. We had a lot of comments about the safety of the water wheel and allowing guests and children to be around it, because when this thing's spinning, it can be dangerous if somebody was playing around it and got stuck in it, because it's really not going to stop quickly. Right now it's not spinning very fast, but when that thing is really spinning fast, it could be very dangerous. So Jerry welded up some rebar and some pipe fencing and put a fence all the way around it. You can tell he put a fence right through here, goes up to there, and across over there back to the front. Okay, so is the water wheel working? Stay tuned for that, because I'm going to be making a video about that separately. This is just a tour. I will talk about the water wheel later on.
So that's the tour. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys want to stay here, we're going to leave the link down below in the comments or the description, and check out the information about being able to stay here, check available dates. We'd love to host you guys.
Yes.
If you're ever in the Southwest Missouri area, that's where we're located at.
Or you could just come, even if you're not in the area.
Fly in.
Fly right on in here, of course. Fly right on in. You just can't get peace and quiet like you can here in this holler.
So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. We hope that you guys have enjoyed it and have enjoyed this cabin build.
Okay, we're hitting the road in 2 days.
Yes.
So we'll be on the road again. On the road.
Do you want to say where we're going?
No.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Because I don't really know for sure.
So the next video that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be talking about the install and showing you the install of this Mr. Cool, and also talking about how it works with our off-grid cabin.